class, this is instructor Fran, and I want to take a minute to talk to you about mindset. And in particular, I want to talk to you about your mindset when it comes to academic subjects, and in particular, when it comes to writing. I want you to take a moment to think about what is your mindset when it comes to writing. Do you think of yourself as a good writer, a bad writer? Someone that's an English person, someone that's not an English person. Quick little story. A few years ago, I went to a parent-teacher conference for my daughter. She was in first grade at the time, and her teacher proudly proclaimed that she was an English person. And at first, you'd think that that sort of comment would make a parent pretty happy. It's great to hear that your daughter is good at reading and writing. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that passing that message to people, to parents, and even more particular on to a child, was that it's somehow implying that she was born with those skills and that she wasn't a math person, and she wasn't a science person, and she wasn't a history person, that she was just an English person, and that that was going to be where she was going to find her success. Those sort of messages creep into all of us. We live in a talent culture where people think that we're born with certain skills and certain abilities, and those skills and abilities dictate how we're going to succeed or not succeed in those subjects for the rest of our lives. And nothing could be further than the case. If you feel confident in writing, that is so fantastic. That helps you have a blank slate and not feel pressure of that you're going to fail when you try something new. If you don't feel that way, if you don't feel confident, if you don't feel like you're an English person, I want you to really dig deep and think about where you got that idea, that crazy idea. Did you have someone tell you that when you were younger, that you were better at something else and they said you were a math person or something else? Did you have bad experiences in previous English classes? Say in high school, did you have teachers that maybe didn't motivate you or didn't that provided overly harsh feedback, didn't do a great job of instructing? Were you just not interested in prior English classes because you had other things that were more important to you? Okay? All of those past experiences can give us a story in our mind that we are not capable. And I want you to try very hard to wipe those negative thoughts aside. Okay? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It's a famous quote by Henry Ford. It rings so true. We want our mindset to be confident that with proper instruction at the right time, with proper level of motivation and enough resources, that we can, in fact, become great writers. What does it even mean to be a great writer? Does it mean that it's easy? No. Does it mean that the words always flow onto the page exactly how you want them to? Nope. No again. Is it because a good writer because they like writing? I would argue that's not the case at all. Okay? Are good writers born that way? Absolutely not. Good writers are good writers because they're willing to try. Writing, as Ta-Nehisi Coates says, is an act of courage. And if you're willing to take on that act of courage, to try, to fail, to try again, then you are a good writer. So, I'm going to post below a little video from Ta-Nehisi Coates about that talks about writing and how it's a courageous act. And I'm also going to post a link to an article that talks about the importance of confidence in writing. So in this class, all of you have unlimited potential to get better at writing step by step. Remember that you have lots of resources in our class, in the Center for Writing Excellence, and with me. Ask me questions. That's my job. I'm here to help. No question is a silly question. We're all on a path to be English people and every other type of person with an unlimited potential to keep improving.